Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny, back with another edition of Mr. Calories View the World. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell when I go live, all that good stuff. You did? Man, I saw this quote, and it just got my mind going, and I just like to just spit stuff out there and then put it to the world, and you can take it, digest it, and look at it how you want. But it really got me going. It said, why do we only want to rest in peace? Why don't we want to live in peace too? And man, that got me really thinking, like, if you step back, we only hear about peace when somebody die. Everything else we hear about is toxic and stressful and discrimination, and you don't hear about nothing being peaceful until you die. And I personally don't believe life is meant to be that way at all. Like 1,000,000%, we've been scammed and bamboozled into stressful situations for someone else's personal gain. You know? My cat in the background. And once you realize all of this is a big emotional play, right? Like, if I can keep you upset, if I can keep you angry, then you never have a chance to build anything and step back and see how the world is really working. And on the flip side of that, like, we put ourselves in stressful situations. Like, I remember, man, as a kid, my parents, they scammed every payday loan place in Kansas City. I remember turning the cable on illegally. I remember turning the gas on illegally. I remember fake Tim tags on my car, fake insurance cards. All of the stuff that, I was raised and taught was normal. Like, I mean, as a kid, if your parents say, hey, we're going to go print off this fake insurance card, as a kid, you happy. I ain't got to spend no money, And when you can go to the gas station and cop a fake Tim tag for $30, you excited. No one around you is telling you that if the cops pull you over with this fake Tim tag, the snowball effect that could happen to your life, or you get put over with this fake insurance card, what happens to your life, and then now you have a stressful life. The peace is gone because at 16, 17, you're fighting an uphill legal battle. There's a lot of things that we could do for our people around us to help them out, and I think the biggest key, just my opinion, is honesty. We have to tell our children our mistakes, truthfully. Mothers have to tell their daughters their mistakes so daughters don't end up having multiple kids. Fathers have to tell their sons their mistakes so they don't end up with a criminal record and in and out of jail and all that. Like, my dad has been to jail over 50 times. I've never been to jail, not once. One of the things he always said is, look, Johnny, if you don't want to go to jail, don't do stupid stuff. He took full accountability for his life and his choices that he was in and out of jail. And he never said, well, the police did this or the police did that. He never. He just took full accountability for his actions in his life. And as a man, hearing something as simple as don't do stupid stuff. I was a regular kid. I was always speeding, stuff like that. But when I got pulled over, it never was argumentative. I may have talked back a little bit, but my hand stayed on the wheel. I understood I had a limit that I can go to before they snatch me up. And my father taught me that. And so if we had more families, teaching their kids right from wrong, do this, don't do that, then you don't need the police, The men should be the police of their neighborhoods, and everything goes to them. For myself personally, growing up, it was my daddy who was in charge. And if I didn't have my daddy, it was my grandpa. It was somebody that I knew I had to answer to for my actions, and that always helped me stay on the right path. And I feel for these young men who don't have no guidance. Because once again, the only thing that you can find in this world and in the streets is the opposite of peace. I think gangs started with young boys looking for love. When you see the faces of these young boys on these mugshots, don't they look so sad and pathetic? They just look like broken babies who just threw their life away. They look sad. I remember, watching the mugshots of I ain't know the names of people, but you know those people when you see them in their mugshot, they was standing there like, and what? Yeah, I did it, so what? I'm 10 toes down. But these new age killers, man, they look so emotional in every mugshot and in every courtroom photo, and they just show you they living a life they're not supposed to. These are little babies that are not really about that life and not really trying to commit murder. And so I say, why are we setting our families up to live in stress? Why aren't we telling them it's a better way out? Hey, bro, stop listening to that rap music so much. Go turn on this audiobook. Like, I think, honestly, around us, we all know what's better. For myself included, man, I used to listen to rap music 24/7, 365. But I became a father, and when I had to look at my daughter in the back seat hearing these rap lyrics, it was like, there's no way I could be doing this, dog. So I had to start listening to audiobooks in the car. I had to start sparking my brain because me sparking my brain sparks my child's brain. And I don't think that I'm the only parent to recognize that. You know what I mean? We go out to eat, I'm ordering steamed veggies. Why? Because I want my children to see that. So we have to be the change we want to see, and somebody has to step out and lead it first. I had a talk with a guy yesterday, and he was like, but you got to address the disparities in our communities versus other communities. And I responded, no matter what the disparities are, bro, ain't nobody coming to fix them but us. You can sit around all day highlighting what's wrong, or you can get off your ass and fix it. I don't believe in blaming another person for my circumstances. I just don't. I wasn't raised that way. And no matter how much you want to talk about, but they did this, they did this, they did this, and the situation is this, okay, and what? What are you going to do to change it? At some point, we got to stop talking and start doing. That's that argument of they did this and they owe this. A man don't ask for nothing. He get up and take it. So if you tired of the situation that you was put in and your family was put in and your community was put in, as a man, you get up and you take it. You change it. But you got to also understand that life is chess, not checkers. So everything that you see could be an illusion. It could be a smokescreen. That's why the reading comes in and the understanding how these behind-the-scenes political deals work. Because everything isn't all sugar and cookies. In the political world, in the streets world, all of it. It's all some backhand shakes and I'll rub your back if you rub mine and all that. And we have to see that this design. I mean, we got our men and our women fighting with each other. Checkmate. We got our young boys out here committing homicides. Check. We got the young girls out here having babies young, putting them on government systems, keeping them trapped in the system. Check. Now, realizing our children are the key to generational curses. I mean, we're one generation from changing everything. And if everybody, all right, we're going to get together and we're going to live in this small apartment because we want our kid to go to this good school and we want them to have this opportunity. And yeah, we're going to have to be down bad for the next 18 years, but we about to put our kid in a position to win, and that's going to put them in a position to upgrade life, and that's going to put them in a position to upgrade life. And look at that. Now, everybody's next generation, and I ain't talking about just saving money and sending them to college. I'm talking about having some money saved in a stock account so when that kid turns 18, boom, go buy that property and start that family business. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the traditional go to elementary, go to middle school, go to high school, go to college, get a degree, get a job. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying if we can get a mama and a daddy to say, hey, yeah, it sucks right now economically. We both got to work. But we about to live in this one-bedroom apartment and thug it out. Because we really don't need those two nice cars. We can get by with one nice car. We don't need cable and internet. We just rock it out with internet because that extra $30 can go to math tutoring so we can get our kid some better math in school. You know what I mean? Like, there's just a lot of ways as parents, as a family, as a community, we got to backdoor get our children in better environments and better circumstances. Because depending on schools or depending on somebody external to care about your children the way you do, you know it ain't happening. I know it. I know don't nobody give a damn about my kids the way I do, no matter what they say. It's on me to make sure they're in a good position to win. And it's the same for every other parent watching this video. Everybody talk that talk. Yeah, I want to help you. Yeah, I want to see your community get better. But where they really at, though? When it's time to put in the work, where they at? One thing you realize, ain't nobody ever coming to save you. And you got to stand on your own and say, I'm here, I'm in this thing. I'm really a human. I'm a spirit inside of a body having a earth experience. Let me make the best of the experience. And I'm sure we got to start realizing, man, when you walking around and you feel positive, Don't you just attract positive stuff in your life? And when you walk around negative, you just got negativity and coming out of nowhere, and everything seems to irritate you and just throw you off a little bit. There's a lot of things when you just step back and realize, you're like, oh man, we don't have to live this stressful at all. We don't have to be fighting like they do on Love and Hip Hop. We don't have to argue, and everybody don't have to be in toxic relationships. We real life can fix our life and just chill and raise our kids. I think everybody needs to do that, man. We gotta raise our next generation, cause culture is failing them. TV is failing them. You know, when I was a kid, man, one thing I always say is the influence that rappers and athletes had on me when I was a little kid was huge. I couldn't imagine looking up to these new age dudes now, man, because ain't nobody giving you nothing of substance. And I don't want to say nobody, because it's a few of them out there that's giving us some type of a positive reinforcement. But it's so few and far between that, man, everything that's positive really isn't cool. And we got to protect our youth. Not just physically, but mentally. We got to protect their brain, because physical slavery is gone. Mental slavery ain't went nowhere. You know, one of my favorite quotes is in James Allen, "As a man thinketh." You know, a man's brain is literally a garden. So as humans, we got to start asking ourselves, what am I putting in my garden on a daily basis? Am I growing fresh fruit? Am I growing things that's going to help me strive and thrive? Or am I putting stuff inside my brain that's going to bring me down? Am I poisoning myself? Once you realize the power of the tongue and the power of your actions and what you put into your body, man, you don't want to live the same. And that's not knocking any rapper or athlete out here. I'm just saying we all know what it's like to say, I need to do better. And then it's a difference to really get up and do better. And we need more people willing to get up and lead our community in the right way. Selflessness. We don't need one Martin Luther King. We need 100 of them. We don't need one Malcolm X. We need 500. And I'm not talking about what the Shine Kings is doing. I'm talking about really in the grassroots, in the hood, in the communities, looking out for the kids. Like, I was driving the other day and I seen the Crossroad people helping the kids across the school, and they was all in their 60s and 70s. And I was like, man, that's stuff when I was a kid, you know? Like, they wasn't that old. It was more people out making sure kids got across the street. It was just more community involvement. More people cared. And I understand prices are more expensive and families are more spread apart and all that. Like, I get the reality. I'm saying we got to reverse it. We got to take some L's and live in some studio apartments. And we got to shack up with some people so we can get our kids in good environments. I'm saying everybody can't drive a nice car with rims. Everybody can't be stunned at the club on the weekend. Somebody got to take the L so the next generation can get the W. That's what I mean about selflessness. I became a father at 20 years old, and I didn't ask for that. But as a man, I stepped up, and my daughter and my children, they are going without nothing, so help me God. They live a life out of a Disney movie, and that's because they deserve it. They don't deserve to know about poverty and hardship and violence and murder. They didn't ask for that. Why would I give them that as a reality when I have the reality as a father to shape the environment they're in? And I need all my parents to realize you as a parent control your child's reality. Give them something to be happy about. Give them something they don't have to grow up and recover from and heal from. And if you need to heal yourself right now, then go on and do that so you can be a healthy parent for your child. Because our children are the key to break all generational curses. But they got to come from a healthy, loving, positive place. So I'll end this video like this. Everybody should get into meditation or some type of prayer or study or something that gets to disconnect you from the world where you can just get in with yourself. We all know there's a lot of noise on the outside. Listen to that voice inside of you. Listen to your head. Listen to your intuition. You won't let yourself down. But you know what's best for you. You know what's best for your family. You know what's out of ego and you know what's out of love. You know what's out of happiness and you know what's out of spite and hatred. So all I'm saying is condition yourself and slowly work to put out all positive love, all positive nature, not only for you but for your community. We all in this thing together. And if we all change the way we act, as Tupac said, it's time to change the way we eat, change the way we think, change the way we treat each other. You see, the old way wasn't working, so it's time to come up with a new way to survive. And I'm still preaching that same message. Let's change the way we interact as a community. I'm not talking about no white people. I'm not talking about anything outside of us, my black African Americans. Let's change the way we treat each other. Let's defy every odd, every stereotype on the media. Here going forward, let's treat each other with love and respect and with dignity, and let's uplift each other. And ain't no more I shoot your mama house up, and no more shooting the block up and the babies getting killed. Man, let's let all of that go. No more I take your chick, or I sleep with your man, or your baby daddy ain't this, or N-words ain't this. Let's stop criticizing. Let's stop killing each other. Let's stop talking negative about each other. Only speak positive words into life, all 2021 and going forward. Only speak positivity. Only speak positivity. Drink water. Take some vitamins. And spread love, man. Life is too short to be angry. If you knew how short of a time you really had on this ride, you would never be upset. Until next time, spread love, spread positive vibes, and do not forget to like, share, subscribe. You dig? I'm out. Peace.